Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are signing cornerback Stephon Gilmore. I don't have the contract details right now. Once I do get them, I will put them in the comments section, but Stephon Gilmore is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. If you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of videos, and leave your thoughts about Stephon Gilmore joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down in the comments section below. I mean, at this point, what do you want me to say, right? Like, I've said I'm shocked, I'm surprised, whoa, this is crazy, literally so many times in the past, year and a half that this is just becoming the new norm, right? Just wild moves like this is just seriously becoming the norm. So what are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting in Stephon Gilmore? Well, he's 31 years old currently, 6'1", 190 pounds, big, strong, physical corner in my opinion. I think that Stephon Gilmore is a big, strong corner that can really get the job done both in man and in zone coverage. He's very, very well balanced. He has played for the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots throughout his career. He started with the Buffalo Bills before he eventually went to the New England Patriots. He was great with both teams, by the way. One of the top corners in the league, both with the Bills and in the Patriots especially. He is a Super Bowl champion. He was a part of that team that won Super Bowl 53 with the Patriots. Tom Brady was on that team as well. He was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, a two-time first-team All-Pro, a four-time Pro Bowler, and he was the co-interception leader in 2019. That's a pretty impressive resume, right? Almost pretty much just as impressive as another cornerback the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have, which I will talk about in a moment. I know people are going to talk about scheme fit, like we did with Richard Sherman and that signing. How is Stephon Gilmore going to fit in a Todd Bowles system? Well, in my opinion, I think that he will be a very solid fit in a Todd Bowles defense. I think that he's just an all-around solid corner. I think that he can get the job done in zone, in man. He's got great physicality. All in all, I think it is just about as great, as perfect as a fit as you could get for a Todd Bowles defense, because Todd Bowles, he's been mixing it up a lot more with man and zone, and I think it just suits Stephon Gilmore perfectly. So, yeah, in terms of scheme fit, this is about as good of a signing as you could get. Makes sense because, again, Stephon Gilmore is one of the better cornerbacks in the league when he's healthy. He can fit in any type of system. There is one thing to note is Stephon Gilmore was recently dealing with a quad injury, but he has come out recently and has said that he is healthy, he is ready to play, he is, ready to go, essentially. Again, makes sense. He is signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That means he's passed a physical, essentially, and he will be ready to play. It's going to take a little bit of time for him, though, to probably get acclimated to the playbook and get ready to go. I don't know if it's going to be a similar situation as to what we saw with Richard Sherman, where he was basically ready in 3 days. But again, guys, at this point, I'm just putting up my hands and saying, hey, anything goes at this point. He might be ready to go in 3 days. He might be ready to go versus Miami. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. He might, again, it's just a wild situation, and who knows what's going to happen, right? Who knows what's going to happen? Is he coming in, with not a ton of time to learn the playbook? Yes, but he's still an extremely smart cornerback, and he could be ready to go pretty darn quickly. Now, I know people are going to ask this question. What does this mean for guys like Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, and Sean Murphy-Bunting when they come back from their injuries? Well, I'm not sure. I honestly just couldn't even give you an answer. That will be a bridge that needs to be crossed eventually. This also might mean that guys like Carlton Davis and Sean Murphy-Bunting are going to take a little bit longer than originally expected to come back from their injuries. Jamel Dean, he seems like he's going to be coming back in a pretty short amount of time, but in the case of SMB and Carlton Davis, maybe not so much. So again, if they're going to be out for a month and a half, maybe even 2 months, however long, it would make sense as to why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would make a move like this. And I think it signals that that may be the case, especially for a guy like Carlton Davis who's dealing with a pretty nasty quad injury. So again, let's all pay attention to how those guys recover and when they're able to come back from their injuries. I just want to point out that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers corners now consist of Richard Sherman, Stephon Gilmore, Ross Cockrell, Pierre Desir, and D. Delaney. Vastly different from what this was at the start of the season, but injuries have basically forced this situation to be what it is. Stephon Gilmore and Richard Sherman are probably expected to be the starters going forward. You then have Ross Cockrell in the nickel, Pierre Desir and D. Delaney as the backups there. I mean, if that was the Buccaneers cornerback room at the start of the season, that wouldn't have been a bad situation at all to be in. But now it's the cornerback room given all the injuries that have occurred. And man, it just looks weird on paper, but it also feels amazing to see on paper, right? So just mind blown, right? Mind blown is basically literally all I can say to this situation. This move and the Richard Sherman move very well could have saved the Buccaneers secondary for this season. The Buccaneers, they've been dealing with so many stinking injuries at the cornerback position, and they got Richard Sherman, who just happened to be available, and now they got Stephon Gilmore, who just happened to be available after the Patriots released him. Like, I don't know if it's luck. I don't know if it's just blessings of, God. I don't know, man. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have really been able to make the most out of a bad situation with these signings because they've just had these great guys available right when they needed them. You literally couldn't write any of this, guys. The past year and a half, 2 years, you couldn't write it any better. It's just absolutely insane. So at the end of the day, hey, welcome Stephon Gilmore. I think he'll do a wonderful job here in Tampa Bay. I do think it will be a good signing if he is fully healthy. He's still one of the better cornerbacks in the entire league. People forget that. And he's literally just 2 years off of being not just one of the best cornerbacks in the league, but one of the best defensive players in the league. So, yeah, this is an immediate boost to the Buccaneers cornerback room. It's going to be an awesome situation. Yes, there are going to be some questions once Carlton Davis, SMB, and Jamel Dean do come back from their injuries. But, guys, at this point, that's going to be a bridge that is crossed when it is crossed. And that's just how it is. So, yeah, let's all celebrate this signing. I think it do be a good signing, though. It will be a good signing at the end of the day. I think that Gilmore is a perfect fit for Todd Bowles' defense. And, yeah, I think he'll be ready to go in pretty short order, much like how Sherman was. Let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens. What do you guys think about this signing? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you like this signing? Do you not like this signing? Give me your thoughts. I think it's basically a perfect signing, much like the Richard Sherman move. It's low risk, high reward. It's going to work out, I think. I really do. So again, leave me your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Now we'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs. Man, oh man.